Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Hey, it's Thursday, so it's What's on Tap podcast day, and that means we're going to be drinking some beers.
Let's change it to Tuesdays.
We could,
No,
it sounds traditional. Okay.
no.
All right.
Let's not change a winning concept.
Yes.
I'm your host, Martin.
And I am your host, Stefan.
And it is Thursday and nothing else.
Forever and ever.
Yes. And we are going to try to...
But what if it was Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Yes.
Whoa. Do I have to work on Tuesday?
I mean, you could.
So
You have to choose to take the day off.
so now it's a 6-day work week.
It's technically 4 because we're blending days together.
Ah.
That math doesn't work, but, whatever.
If I trust the billionaires, they would introduce it.
Yeah, they would be like, how can we get an 8th day of the weekend?
Tuesday. No. So we have two, let's call them spiced stouts, even though that's not correct.
Well, I like to think of it as heaven and hell.
Ah,
So we have a hot sauce quadruple called Great Shakes from Nogne, Norwegian brewer. And this is a Belgian quadruple coming in at 14% that has been aged in hot sauce barrels that previously held bourbon.
yeah.
So it's bourbon flavored hot sauce barrels
So American
and
hot sauce.
Scottish Highland whiskey cap.
Yes, that'll probably give it flavor. But when they write American hot sauce aged in bourbon barrels, that is Tabasco. It can
I would assume it's Tabasco.
it can be
Because Tabasco does do their aging in, I think, oak barrels.
yeah.
I think it actually kind of prescribes to the same process as bourbon almost.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So the only reason they're not writing it is because they're not allowed to.
Right, because it's a brand and you have to have legal whatever to represent the brand. So both you and I have tried this before, and I thought, well, this is such a fun, interesting beer that definitely should have it on the show. And when I tried this originally, I was like, that's nice. There's a weird spiciness coming on in the end. And I didn't realize until later that it was aged in hot sauce, because this could have honestly been an absolute mess. It could have been way too spicy, way too hot, complete palate wrecker, especially with the Belgian quad. Which isn't really known for masking flavors and things very well.
No. So we smell it. It has some sweetness. It has some
But you don't know what's lying beneath the surface.
dried fruit.
Yeah. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Do you get the barrel aging Belgian quad part right up front?
Yes.
A lot of bourbon notes, a lot of like sugar, caramel notes, really nice. And then there's this like slight spicy edge that comes in at the end. And you're like, a little cayenne-y, you're like,
That's interesting.
that's weird. I didn't expect. Yeah, there's also a bit of a wood tannic flavor as well. But the spiciness, you're just kind of like, oh, that's weird. Didn't expect that spiciness to it. They put some cinnamon in here. What's going on with that?
It could be thin. And then Scottish Highland whiskey
Yeah.
casks. So not necessarily smoky at all.
No.
Highlands isn't.
There is I think there's a slight smokiness to this, but it's very, very subtle. It's very well balanced. Honestly, it's pretty impressive what they've done here.
It's very well made. It sticks out as very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nogne in their, at least on their bottles, they've started to put the sweetness, and all of this is 1 to 6,
Mm-hmm.
because the Nogne O, the is split in the middle. It's an O split in the middle, so that 3 of those becomes 6 individual parts.
Yeah.
So sweetness, 2 out of 6.
Yep.
Bitterness, 3 out of 6.
Really?
Fruitiness, 2 out of 6. Those are the only parameters of this. They should have spiciness. Or,
Well, honestly, spiciness would be like, it wouldn't even be a 1.
but I'm not sure I agree with sweetness 2 out of 6. It is sweet.
It's still pretty sweet, and I don't think it's particularly bitter at all. I think it's like an amazingly well balanced beer. And I would say having it the second time, I think I appreciate it even more because I'm really understanding the quality and how well it's been put together.
Right. I had it on draft at Bishop's Arms.
And what'd you think about it then? On draft compared to bottle?
Okay. I gave it a strong 4, but that's where I am right now. So let's see how this develops. But speaking of bitterness, I think that they're basing that on the IBUs. And IBUs on a stout have always been weirdly off because you need to put so much hops into an imperial stout to give it some kind of balance. So many imperial stouts have a higher IBU than IPAs. And they are way more bitter, but they don't have the sweetness to counteract anything. So I think that's why this one has a higher bitterness, because it probably has a really high IBU. People haven't been... And immediately I look at Untapped and it says 30 IBU, which is really low. So no, they have no reason to put this at
30 IBU on the side?
It says it's on the bottle as well. That's not high at all. It's really low. Why would they put 3 out of 6 bitterness? Because it's just wrong. That's weird.
So when you had it on tap, what do you remember about
it? I knew that it was hot sauce barrel aged. When I had it, I was thinking about including it in my Instagram hot sauce review channel, Swedish chili review. But then I figured, no, skip it. Let's keep the hot sauce review channel clean and not include beer, because this is 90% beer and 10% hot sauce.
Oh, I would say it's 95% beer and 10% hot sauce. I mean, 5% hot sauce. It's. I mean, we've had chili beers and we've had like heavily, spiced beers. And this is not that, because this isn't like some sort of, it's not the, oh my God, what was the brewery that made all of the fish beers? Sculpin and Ballast Point, right?
I almost said Pulpit Rot, which are famed no imperial stout.
Yes, they're also not in San Diego, and that'd be weird if they chose fish to be their mascot. But yeah, so Ballast Point did a lot of. They had this one beer I'll never read. It's called Wahoo, and it was the most hot sauce beer I'd had in a long time. It was just a Thai chili beer, complete palate record, just killed everything.
Is that really Wahoo? Wasn't it Habanero Sculpin?
Habanero Sculpin was also pretty spicy, but it wasn't like it wasn't the level that Wahoo was. For some reason, Wahoo really, and maybe experience may change. I don't know. But it really, and because I think that it's kind of like we've talked about Cave Creek chili beer privately, but not had it. We haven't discussed it on the show, I don't believe. But yeah, so many years ago, when I was living in the States still, I was in Missouri and I bought a 6-pack of Cave Creek chili beer. And for those who don't know, Cave Creek chili beer is a lager with a chili pepper inside it. And it was literally like drinking hot sauce.
Yeah.
So after we didn't finish half of one beer, we're kind of like, what the hell do you do with the rest of it? No one's drinking a 6-pack of this. This is nonsense. So I think there's something to do with kind of the piri or the Thai chili. When it comes to beer, I think it hits stronger in the water absorption levels over a jalapeno or habanero or something like that. At least that's how I've experienced them in the past.
Yeah. And my experience with Cave Creek chili beer is many years ago, a friend brought it to a beer tasting, and I was so caught up in the beer tasting. Oh, I need to be a good host. So I never looked at the bottle, really. I didn't know that it was a physical chili in it. So when I pick up the bottle and I'm going to pour, all of a sudden, the little chili peeks out of the top of the head of the bottle, and I go, "Brah!" like it's an alien. And I knock over other bottles of beer. It's absolute pandemonium because this chili has just peeked its little chili head outside of the top of the bottle.
And what did you think of that beer?
It was absolute garbage. It was terrible. This one is a strong 4, almost 4.25.
I'm actually going, I gave this a 4 recently. I'm going to give it a 4.25 only because I'm just really amazed at how well this beer is put together.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted to rate it on pure craftsmanship, it's a 5. I mean, they balance out the barrel aging, the spiciness of the chili, the quadrupel. So you look at the sugary, quadruple part of that. Just a really perfectly made beer.
Right.
But it's a 4.25 for me.
You're right. It's a 4.25, albeit weak. But it let's round it up because of the fun factor.
All right. So what do we have next?
The next one is also from Systembolaget. It's bought there. It's from Evil Twin, New York City. And it is freezer fresh Sundae mint chocolate chip imperial stout. Comes in at 11% ABV. And it's imperial stout brewed with soft serve, cacao nibs, peppermint extract.
So when I saw these two on the shelves together, I was like, this is an episode. I mean, hot sauce and peppermint, two polar extremes. And we love Evil Twin New York. They make a lot of really great beers. And the picture on this is a dip. They call it dip cone in the US, where you take a soft serve ice cream and you dip it into like this. Usually it's a chocolate, liquid chocolate, and then it forms a hard, crispy shell on the outside. But somehow they made it into like a white chocolate mint version and then covered it in chocolate sauce and surrounded by whipped cream. And it just looks amazing.
And it does smell like mint.
It smells very minty. So cheers. Wow. That's minty.
It is minty. It's also kind of good. It's the big problem with this one, and I'll be honest, I've tried it once before, it's the mouthfeel. It's lacking all of the weight and heaviness. It's a quite watery experience, but the flavors are there. It's chocolatey, it's minty. But I would want this to be more, have a higher viscosity. Make it syrupy. It's supposed to be ice cream, but it's melted ice cream.
Yeah, I kind of in there with you. It's a little boozy, where it should be vanilla-y, sweet, unctuous, kind of like you just want to dive into it. Brewed with soft serve, cocoa nibs, and peppermint. So, I mean, I guess the soft serve is just like the liquid, unfrozen version of the soft serve ice cream.
Yes.
I think your enjoyment of this beer really depends on how much you like mint.
Yeah.
Because it does give you that mint chocolate chip flavor. It is very much in the lightly minted, after 8, Andes mints.
Yep.
Kind of place. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing in the palate. The aftertaste is very refreshing without being overly extracty mintiness.
It has its place. It has its deserved niche.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're doing it the disservice by trying it next to what is a really fun beer with the great shakes.
Well, I think both of these are really fun beers, but I just think one is a flawed concept from the start.
This one.
This one. and one is a flawed concept that somehow works.
Yes.
Like for some reason, a barrel-aged hot sauce beer sounds horrible and should never work, and somehow is amazing. A freezer fresh Sundae mint chocolate chip stout should not work at all. And because I mean, mint in stouts is not a good combination. Nobody wants a minty stout, to be honest with you. So for us to overcome the initial concept to make it something that you're like, wow, that really was outstanding, it's quite a large hurdle to begin with. I don't think it quite gets there.
No. This is a strong 375. And that rating rests on the laurels of novelty.
I mean, for me, the novelty only gets so far. And it's actually quite drinkable, surprisingly enough. I mean, this could have just been absolute extract. I mean, we've had Evil Twin beers that were just completely undrinkable when they went, like, what was that honey beer? We got honey nut ep745 that was just like pure, like just sugar water. It's the most disgusting beer I've ever had. One of the most disgusting beers I've ever had in my life. And this could have easily been just a nightmare fuel of a beer, but it somehow is quite drinkable. But I just cannot give it more than a 3.5.
No. Honey nut ep745, I gave it 2.5. That was the Veil.
It was the Veil, but it was made with.
Yeah, it's a collaboration with Evil Twin New York.
Yeah, I remember about that in Himariet. Ooh, this is exciting. But
no.
Did you forget that one?
Uh-oh.
Did you forget honey nut ep745?
Yeah, I had suppressed it from my mind. But we had that one in 2018. It's 8 years ago, Stefan. I was a guest on this podcast.
Oh, that was a fun time because we did a few episodes there, and we did the Mrs. series from Tuol at that time.
Yes, that was
a really great series. I kind of miss those. The Mr. series and the Mrs. series. Oh yeah, and the Distill, that was a really great. That was before you could get that. We haven't really seen that on the shelves here more than once.
Distill Brewing had their moment to shine.
Yeah.
Firestone Walker, since they were bought up, we haven't had them.
No. And then they bought Oscar Blues, Stone Brewing,
right?
Which is crazy because you went to their brewery in Berlin, and I went to their tap room in Shanghai. Those were the days, right? Where they were just like, we are everywhere, baby.
And no one is going to take over.
And now they're a subsidiary of Firestone Walker, which is owned by Deval.
Sad.
Oh, things have devolved so quickly these days.
Oh, man.
It goes fast. Oh. Well, all right. Thanks for joining us this episode. I hope you enjoyed our stroll down memory lane there at the end. Really appreciate your time today. I hope you join us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you find podcasts, you can find What's on Tap. Please like and subscribe and tell your friends about us because we would really love that.
Tell them on the lunch breaks until they get tired of you.
Exactly, which will never happen. So until next time,
keep drinking it, dum-dum.